The solution section is quite short. It only consists of 2 paragraphs. The topic sentence of the first paragraph promises analyzing the solutions from the students' and from the teacher's perspective. It emphasizes the importance of the students realizing what plagiarism is, which would seem to refer to the students' involvement in the process. However, the direct quote from Scanlon 2003 seems to indicate that the main responsibility for the students learning about plagiarism lies with the institution, so the focus shifts from the students to the teachers, abandoning the students' perspective completely. This may make the reader confused, as the idea of what the student can do to solve the problem promised in the topic sentence is not developed in much detail. As to the institution-related solutions, it is explained more in the next paragraph, which looks into the use of anti-plagiarism software. There is an element of critique here. The author uses a source to claim that the function of such software is not always excellent. It would be useful to have at least one example to illustrate the drawbacks of plagiarism checkers with more precision. The student refers to Scanlon again to suggest that relevant policies need to be updated to include online offences and that the students should be reminded of them regularly. This seems like a worthwhile recommendation, but again, it could be developed further. For example, a case study could be referred to which would demonstrate what effects such updated policies have on eradication of online plagiarism. And is it really just enough to remind the students of the policy? It's a pity that nothing has been mentioned in regard to helping the students understand what plagiarism is and how the software can be used in formative ways to evaluate the use of sources. Language-wise, there is some good vocabulary here and sentence structures as well. For example, ethical behavior, eradicated completely, realize the importance, but there are some instances of lack of clarity. For example, the behavior in this instance is unethical rather than ethical if it has to be eradicated. There are some good attempts to use passive voice, which is often considered a feature of academic writing. For example, needs to be completely eradicated or mind can be changed. This shows that the student is trying to take on board what he or she has learned in classes, but the attempts are not always successful. For example, can be faced on condition or it cannot be queried a function. This should be rewritten as can face their own condition or the function cannot be queried.